Okay, tell me your name, age, and where you live.
I'm Hannah Higginbotham. I'm 16 and I live in Pontotoc County,
Okay, where do you go to school?
South Pontotoc High School.
How long have you been doing Bible quiz tournaments?
I've been doing Bible quizzing for about 4 years.
What is your team name?
Pearson Chapel.
Why is your team the best?
We're the best because we have a coach that motivates us to get in our word and actually study and be the best that we can be.
Okay, what's the best thing about doing Bible quiz?
The best thing would probably be like later on when you're having challenges or temptations in your life, you remember something that you learned maybe 4 or 5 years back in Bible quizzing that you don't necessarily at the time think you remember so much, but you actually do.
Okay, what's the hardest thing about it?
The hardest thing would probably be at the end of the year when you're memorizing the verses and stuff. The references for all of them, you get kind of mixed up on them, so keeping that straight is really hard.
All right, and do you and your teammates always get along?
For the most part, we do. Like, when we know we're not doing our best with stuff, we kind of get upset at each other, but we all work it out, so it's fine.
Okay, why is Bible quiz important to you?
It's important to me because it helps me get grounded in my faith. Like, it gives me that one-on-one time with God every day, and that I might not necessarily do if I didn't do Bible quizzing, so it helps me get in my word and stay grounded in my faith.
Okay, what don't people understand about it?
People don't understand that it's actually a lot of fun. Like when you go to the quiz meets and you're around everybody, everybody's just really happy and it gets you in a good mood and it's a lot of fun.
All right, do you have friends who don't do Bible quiz? What do they think about it?
I do have friends that don't do Bible quizzing, and I don't think they really understand it because in Pontotoc there's a lot of Baptist churches and they do Bible drills, and it's just where you quote memory verses, and they're like, well, that's what that is. I'm like, no, it's a lot more than that. So they don't really understand it, but they help me memorize my verses and stuff.
Okay, who are your team's biggest rivals and why?
My team's biggest rivals is probably Dayspring, and it's because they have like 3 teams and they're all homeschooled. so the Bible quizzing material is incorporated into their homeschool lessons and stuff, and so they're really good.
All right, tell us about your family, your parents and grandparents, brothers, sisters. How do they all get along?
They get along good. I have a mom and a dad. They've been married like 17 years. And I have a brother who's 13 who actually does Bible quizzing, and a sister who's 7. And we get along good for the most part.
Okay, what are they like and how are you when you're around them?
They're really goofy, and they just don't take nothing too serious. And so when I'm around them, I can just let loose and just have fun, so it's really good.
Okay. How do you balance your faith and church life with school life? Is that hard sometimes? If so, why?
Yes, it's actually very hard because, like, in school, it's a whole separate deal that you have to study for. And incorporating Bible quizzing into that is really hard because you don't think you have enough time to do everything.
Okay. Is it hard to balance your faith with being a normal teen in America in 2013? If so, tell us about that.
It really depends on who I'm with. Like, if I'm around my close friends, then it's not as hard because they know who I am and what I believe. But if I'm around other people, then there's more outside influences in it, and it's really hard to stay grounded because you don't want to be the odd one out.
Okay. What's the craziest time you've ever had during Bible quiz?
The craziest time was probably my first trip to St. Louis, and it's and seeing everybody from other states, like they have photographic memories, and so they can get on the ground and read it, and that was really crazy because I had never seen that before.
Okay, what's been the biggest challenge in your life so far?
The biggest challenge has probably been when my mom had a stroke. She was in the hospital for like a month, and so my dad was at Toyota, so he works days and nights, like 2 weeks. And so when he was gone, then I was like mom at the house, and it was really hard to just keep everything going.
All right, and what would viewers of this tape be surprised to learn about you?
They would be surprised to know that I've already been on TV for Your Kid Ain't What. I swallowed a heart about 5 years ago, like a middle heart about the size of a quarter, and I had to go have surgery on it to remove it. So yeah, that's it.